What do you think of my pants and my outfit? I know it's probably not the most stylish, but it's the first day of summer, so please cut me some slack. Hello, welcome to watch this video. Welcome to the little oasis underneath my loft bed. And today I'm going to be talking about past pets. So I made this oddly confusing diagram to try and make it easy. So this is the confusing diagram. So pretty much my entire life, my family had betta fish. By the way, this is not to scale at all. So pretty much in 2002, I was a toddler and I don't know my betta fish's names, or they were in a different language. That would be really weird. They had weird names. And then, I don't know when my sister got turquoise. Turquoise was a greenish, whitish betta fish. He was my sister's. Goldie was this pink betta fish. Dionysus/Lila was a purple betta fish. And there was a hiatus from around, I'd say, 2009 to 2011, where my sister got Bartholomew, and I got Timbuktu. And much later, in 2015-ish, my stepsister got a betta fish named Polka, who is kept in a small tank, just like everybody else on this dynasty. And so basically, Polka is my stepsister's and lives at my dad's house. Now let's get to the messy part. The mammals / goldfish / butts. So in the beginning, at around 2003, my parents decided to get two Syrian hamsters. They were Lishi and Mona. They were housed together, so Mona died. Lishi survived for 3 years and died shortly before we got Buggy. Buggy, I think, was a Russian Campbell's dwarf hamster. And he actually came from a friend whose hamster uncontrollably had babies. And then, after Buggy died, sometime afterwards, in 2006, we got Fritz! You guys know Fritz. I recently celebrated his 10th birthday. Turns out it was actually his 9th. Oops! It felt like I've always had him, even though I've only had him for like a third of my life. And then we had Archie, who is a gold hamster. I don't know what coloring he was. My guess is cinnamon. And then meanwhile, I had some goldfish. So they were guppies and they came from a feeder tank. And Jeffrey was a orange fish and Bailey was a silver fish. And then, so I had a little bit of a hiatus. In 2011, I got Henri, and Henri was a Russian Campbell's dwarf hamster. I loved him so much, but I only had him for 7 months because unfortunately he died of stress, and I can't stop blaming myself about it, and I'm just thinking like all the other fun stuff we could have had together. And then we also had a swallow-tailed butterfly, so one day my mom called home and then said that she'd found a butterfly on the street, and I kept it in a cardboard box, and since it couldn't fly, and I also gave it some different flowers, and unfortunately it died, and I cried, and I made a little coffin for it, laid it down with some rose petals, and then buried it. Yep. And to the animals who lived at my dad's house. So some of these are my present pets, and I'll try to be very specific. So basically in 2013/14, my stepmom, who back then was my dad's girlfriend, got 2 hamsters, and we also got some honey gouramis. Unfortunately, those honey gouramis died, and then we also had some swordtails in the fish tank. I didn't include them here because it's all too complicated. We have guppies in there who had babies. In 2013/14, we got two hamsters named Willow and Monty at my dad's house. So I generally live at my mom's house, just for clarification, and Salem and Fritz are at my mom's house. These animals are at my dad's house. So, Willow and Monty. Monty died because Willow and Monty fought. I think Monty died of injuries. I wish we would have called a vet on her. And then we got Miss Gray. I wasn't all too thrilled because I was thinking like, Dad, why are you getting another hamster? And then he got 2 other hamsters. So Miss Gray is this really dark gray hamster. Wait, just a second. I have a picture of her. I'm sorry, it's really blurred, but that's basically the color she is. She does have some overgrown nails. My stepsister and I, we recently put a rock in her cage like a couple weeks ago, so her nails should be fine by now. And then here's a picture of Willow, who bites everybody but me. So Plumpy is now really fat. That's an understatement. She is more than obese. And then we also got Siri. Siri's the little winter white angel. Well, at least she's white. She's like a white dwarf hamster. She's like Willow with the black stripe and everything, but her face is a little bit softer and she's all white. And then I think I got Ruby. Ruby was a goldfish who recently died. Oops. I could have done something about it, but then, you know, it kind of sucks chilling in two different houses. So I got Ruby. Ruby died. My stepsister also had a fish, but I don't know what that fish's name was. And then we got Speedy. She was labeled as a winter white, but looks quite a bit like Willow, so my guess is she's a mislabeled Russian dwarf hamster hybrid. And then, here I forgot to include, in 2014, guess whom I got? On July 11th, I got Salem! So, I just covered 13 years of pet history in this very confusing diagram. I hope it wasn't too confusing, and that this video wasn't too boring. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. Bye!